Good morning to you. I am 2 minutes late, um, but I'm still what I consider right on time. All right. Um, good morning to you. I appreciate you for being here in this space. Here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. Let me make sure I put the caption up for those who come in at a later date, at a later time, whatever it is, they're able to see and know and understand what we're talking about today, or what some other people say what we're talking about today. Um, we're talking about the power of disruption. We're going to be communicating about some things that I'm interested in disruptors. We have various people that are considered disruptors. You got people like Elon Musk; they're considered a disruptor. Um, what's the other cat name from Apple? Steve Jobs is considered a disruptor. Um, who else? Mm, I don't know. It could be you if you consider yourself as a disruptor, like in what you do. Okay, Malcolm X was a disruptor. Martin Luther King was a disruptor. Um, I think Gandhi was a disruptor too. But are you a disruptor? And we're talking about the power of disruption, the power of disruption. So we're going to go through, I think, like maybe two or three different, I think it's two definitions of disruption to get into the body of the word. And then once we get from the body of the word, we're going into the deep dive um, to where it gets a little bit more intricate and a little bit more detailed as far as disruption go. So we're going to be talking about that and pushing through that today in our conversation about the power of disruption. All right. So, again, like always, we'll start in a spirit of gratitude. I'll start with my thank yous, and I appreciate you for being here. All that good stuff, but it's real stuff as well. But thank you. I appreciate every time that you show up. I appreciate everything that you listen to, everything that resonates with you. Like always, for those that understand the platform, you're going to get definition of words. You're going to get inversions of the definitions. When I say red over white, pay attention to the words that are in red. When I say white over red, pay attention to those words that are in white. And being that this is an interactive platform, you're able to drop jewels inside the comment section based on how you see it and based on how you feel. So let's go ahead and pull up the what we're going to be talking about, the power of disruption. And as you see the question that is proposed right there on the screen, it could be my right, it could be your left, whichever one and however you see it on your device is, are you a disruptor? That's the question that is proposed right now. Are you a disruptor? Again, good morning. I'm glad you're alive. If I can say good morning, you can say good morning back. All right, whatever. All right, here we go. So, the first definition that I want you to pay attention to today is this one. All right, the first definition says a radical change to an existing industry or market due to technological innovation. And the inversion that I want you to pay attention to is real simple. Is red over white, which is a radical change. A radical change. So, what are you talking about, Mr. R2? You're talking about a radical change. I'm talking about something that either has never been done before or something that need to be done. And you're actually actively putting in a maximized effort into changing that thing that is designed that was probably never designed to be changed, but you see the opportunity of changing it and you actually put in the effort to do it and you follow through with it and you completed it and you begin to pull and to bring about that newness because of the radical change that was actually conducted or started. All right. So the next definition that I want you to pay attention to, and then we'll go into the deep dive, is an effect that changes the fundamental expectations and behaviors in a culture, market, industry, or process. Again, an effect that changes the fundamental expectations and behaviors in a culture, market, industry, or process. And the inversion I want you to pay attention to on this one is white over red, which is an effect that changes the fundamental expectations and behaviors. An effect that changes the fundamental expectations and behaviors. There's going to be changes that you're going to go through. And because of the disruption that is being created by you, it will affect the change of the fundamental expectations and behaviors. I mean, you might come from a home that no one has graduated high school, or you might come from a home that no one has a college degree, or you might come from a home that is poverty stricken. But in order for you to take yourself out of where uh, the generation of turmoil and a tumultuous type of living, you had to become the disruptor. You had to change the outcome by changing your present and current situation. So you had to change the fundamental expectations of you, because there were prior expectations that you'll probably be like someone else in the family, or you will be in line with the whole trauma and the whole situation. So you had to be the fundamental expectations and change that, and the behaviors that comes along with it. Like, man, like, you might begin to doubt yourself, you might begin to look down on yourself. But then when you understand the power of being a disruptor, actually is going to change not just the way that you live, but it's also going to change how you see it. At the same time, it's going to change how you see it, because when you change how you see it, it actually kind of gives you the power to want to do it and continue, and to continuously do it again, and do it more often, and do it with a change of energy, and do it as it begins to change the outcome. Then you will begin to know that I can do this. I can do this again, because I'm changing it not just for me, but I'm changing it for everybody that's coming behind me. So as we begin to go into our process of the deep dive, the first thing that I want you to understand, that disruption is a choice of power. That is something that you internally possess within yourself. Like, change starts within. No matter what's going on outside of you, the change has to start within. So if you want to be a disruptor or a disruption in how things are currently going, that is a choice that you have to make, because the power of being a disruptor really lies in your ability to change and having a new way of thinking that really creates the opportunity for growth. And it really takes that deep dive to identify that transformative change, and knowing what progress looks like, because knowing that you are a disruption will have a significant impact by challenging and reshaping not only the way that you think, but also considering the new possibilities and favorable outcomes for others. That's taking the responsibility of changing people's lives just by changing the way that you think. Because now you possess the power to change all existing assumptions. Know that your disruption can also be disruptive and uncomfortable for you, and breaking through your own comfort zones, but it also requires a significant change to exist your own thought structure, and then it begins to the thought structure and the way that you do things. And it sometimes, like we said previously, It affects and challenges the fundamental expectations of and behaviors, but it also can lead to those behavioral mindsets of those uncertainties and self-doubt and second guessing, and begin to question in yourself on why you're doing it. But you're going to have to learn and know how to push past it, because change is inevitable. And know that your potential will revolutionize, reshape, and inspire future generations of change makers and change agents and thought leaders because of your power of disruption. So, if it's going to take someone to change the way that things have been going on forever, why not make it you? Why not make it you to allow things to push past the present moment and to put you in a much more futuristic reality? It's okay to be a disruptor. I know, like in school, and teacher was saying, stop disrupting the class. Today, I'm giving you power to disrupt. I'm letting you know that it is okay to disrupt what a status quo is, as long as you're coming with the results that's going to actually change an industry, or that's going to change your lineage, or that's going to change your generation for a lifetime. Of course, in a positive way, but change your generation for a lifetime. So if you're a disruptor, be that, do that, because there's somebody that's coming behind you that is going to benefit from the doors that you open. There's someone that's coming behind you that's going to benefit the conversation that you started. There's someone that's coming behind you that's going to benefit from the community that you have built. And there is someone that is coming behind you that's watching you too. All right. So I definitely appreciate for you being here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. And like always, we say this your morning podcast of choice. I thank you for just being here always. Y'all be blessed. Peace.